Good morning, everyone. Today's class we are discussing about different problems on SAG, that is unequal distribution of force and unequal and effect of wind and ice. So problems on we are doing problems on SAG. So first problem is a transmission line conductor is supported from two towers at heights of 70 meter above water level. The horizontal distance between the towers is 300 meter. The tension in the conductor is 1500 kgs. Find the clearance at a point midway between towers. The size of the conductor is 0.9 centimeter square and density of the conductor material is 8.9 gram per centimeter. See, once again you have to read the problem. A transmission line conductor is supported from a transmission line conductor is supported from two towers at heights of 70 meter above water level. That means the height is 70 meters. The horizontal distance between the towers is 300 meters. That means the length of the towers between the towers is 300 meters. If the tension in the conductor is 1500 kgs, that means T is given, the tension in the conductor is 1500 kgs. Find the clearance at a point midway. We have to find the clearance at a point midway between towers. The size of the conductor is 0.9 centimeter square. The size of the tower is 0.9 centimeter square and density of conductor conductor material is 8.9 centimeter per gram per centimeter cube. So we have to find the first given data. What is the height of the distance is towers is 70 meter. The horizontal tower, that is L is equal to 300 meters, and the density of the material is 8.9 gram per centimeter cube, and conductor area of cross section is, the size of the conductor is 0.9 centimeter square. So first we have to find the weight of the conductor. Given data, the height of the tower is h is equal to 70 meters. The horizontal distance between two towers is 300 meters. The density of conductor material is 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. And the area of cross section is 0.9 centimeter square. So we have to find the first weight of the conductor, W, right? So weight of the conductor is 8.9 gram per centimeter cube, right? So we are converting the weight of the conductor is here. See here, actually the weight of the conductor is kg per meter or kg per square meter. That here the cross sectional area of the conductor is given, that is 0.9, that is into density of the conductor material. So area of cross section into conductor density of conductor material is known as weight. That is weight is equal to, that is weight of the conductor is equal to cross sectional area into density. Density is 10 power of minus 3 into centimeters converted into meters, that is equal to 0.801. So we have to find the value of sag, that is omega L W L2 L square by 8T. Right? So when the towers are at same height, so 70 meters. So here weight is 0.801, length is 301 whole square by 8 into the tension 1500 kgs. Here 0.801 into 300 square by 8 into 1500, that is equal to 6.0075 meters. The sag is 6.0075. So actually what we have to find is the clearance at a point midway. The clearance at a point midway is equal to h minus height minus sag. What is the height? 70 meters, that is sag is 0.75, that is equal to 64, approximately 64 meters. The clearance at midway is 64 meters. So it is directly problem is given, but only the confusion is the weight of the conductor is cross section area into density of the conductor material. So sag is already we know the formula, sag is equal to WL square by 8 into T, weight of the conductor, and length into and Tesla, T tension, and the clearance at a point midway is H minus S. Right. So next problem. Yeah. Calculate the second problem. Calculate the maximum span. Calculate the maximum span that can be adapted for a transmission line on level supports from the following data. The following data is given. Cross section area of the conductor is 1.5 square centimeter. Ultimate stress is 2400 kg per square centimeter, and the weight of the conductor is 1.1 kg per meter, and maximum allowable sag is 1 meter, and the factor of safety is 3 meters. Right. So first we have to calculate the maximum span that can be adopted for a transmission line on level supports from the following data, that is cross sectional area of the conductor. Cross sectional area of the conductor is 1.5 square centimeter, and the weight of the conductor is 2400 kg per square centimeter. Sorry, the cross section area of the conductor is 1.5 square centimeter. The ultimate stress is equal to 2400 kg per square centimeter, and the weight of the conductor is 1.1 kg per meter. And the maximum allowable sag is 1 meter. Maximum allowable sag is 1 meter, The factor of safety is 3. The factor of safety is C. So first we have to calculate the maximum span between the conductor level of support. The conductor, the cross section area of the conductor is 1.5 square centimeter, and the ultimate stress is 2400 kg per square centimeter, and the weight of the conductor is 1.1 kg, and the maximum allowed sag is 1 meter, and the factor of safety is 3, right? So ultimate stress is nothing but factor of safety is maximum stress by permissible stress. Maximum stress by permissible stress, that is equal to tension T is equal to ultimate stress by safety factor, right? So first we have to see the given data. Conductor cross sectional area is 1.5 square centimeter A. Ultimate stress is 2400 kg per square centimeter, and factor of safety is 3, and the conductor weight is 1.1 kg per meter, and the maximum sag is S is equal to 1 meter. So first ultimate stress is weight into cross section area into density, or ultimate stress into cross section area of the conductor. So ultimate stress is equal to that is equal to how much? That is 2400 into cross section area of the conductor, that is 1.5, that is 3600 kgs. Ultimate stress is equal to so actually ultimate stress is 2000 kg per square centimeter, 2000 kg per square centimeter, but cross section area of the conductor is 1.5 square centimeter. So from this we have to get the ultimate stress in kgs, that is 3600. So safety factor, that is tension, permissible tension T is equal to maximum stress by safety factor. Ultimate stress or maximum stress by safety factor. Right? So what is ultimate stress? Ultimate stress is maximum stress, that is 3600 by safety factor is given, that is 200 kg. That is 200 kg. It is not the problem is actually it is 1200 kg. 12 3 is 36, 200 kg, right? And next sag. Sag is, what is the formula? Sag is S is equal to W into L square by 80. So we know the weight, that is 200 kg. So we have to find the value of length, that is equal to, so L square is equal to 80 into S by W L square, W 8 into T into S by W, that is equal to 8 into T minus, that is 1200 into sag. Maximum allowable sag is 1 meter by weight of the conductor. Weight of the conductor is 1.1 kg, already given. So weight of the conductor is 1.1 kg. So that is equal to approximately 9454.54. So L is equal to square root of 97.23 meters. 97.23 meters. 97.23 meters. So maximum span means that is the length of the conductor. So we have to find the value of length. So we have to find the value of length. Next, two towers of next problem. Two towers of height 30 meter and 90 meter respectively. So in previous problem, both the tower height of the towers will be same, but in this problem, the two towers having different heights. That is, one is 30 meter and another one is 90 meter respectively. Support a transmission line conductor at a river crossing the two towers of height 30 meters and 90 meters respectively support a transmission line conductor at a river crossing. The horizontal distance between the towers is 500 meter. The horizontal distance between the towers is 500 meter. The horizontal distance between the towers is 500 meter. Right. If the tension in the conductor is 1600 kg. So we have to find the minimum clearance of the conductor and the clearance of the conductor midway and the clearance of the conductor midway between the supports and the weight of the conductor is 1.5 kg per meter, and the weight of the conductor is 1.5 kg per meter. Bases of the towers can be considered to be at the water level, and based on the basis of the towers can be considered to be at the water level. So the two towers of height 30 meters and 90 meters, that is height of the tower A from water level, that is 30 meters, height of the tower that is water level, that is 90 meters, and the weight of the conductor is 1.5 kg per meter, and the permissible tension is 1600 kg, and the difference in levels and the horizontal distance is 500 meters. So this problem is asking in March April 2003. So we can see the diagram here. Right. So here it is the unequal lengths of the tower, that is x1 and x2, right? So here the distance between the from O to A is x1 and x2. The total distance is given, that is 500 meters, and the length of the tower is 30 meters, and this second pole is 90 meters. So we have to find the minimum clearance of the conductor and the clearance of the conductor midway between the two supports. That is, we have to find the value of x1 and x2's the weight of the conductor is basis of the towers can be considered. We have to find the values of x1, x2 and s1, s2. So s1 means that is w x square by w into l1 square by x1 square by 8t. So given data is the height of the tower A from water level is 30 meters, height of the tower B from water level is 90 meters, and conductor weight is 1.5 kg per meter. The permissible tension is T is equal to 1600 kgs. The difference in levels is 90 minus 30. H is equal to 90 minus 30, that is 60 meters. Yeah, the distance from support A to lowest point. So already we have last class we have studied the derivation of this unequal supports of the poles. That is x1 is equal to L by 2 minus TH by WL, and x2 is equal to L by 2 plus TH by WL. So from substitute this, so we get the values of x1 and s2. So distance from support A to lowest point, that is O, is x1 is equal to L by 2 minus TH by WL. So x1 is equal to L by 2 minus TH by WL. So length of the conductor is given, that is 500 meters. 500 by 2 minus tension is 1600 kgs, and the height of the tower is 30. So here h is equal to the levels of the difference between the levels height of the tower, that is 90 minus 60, 30 is equal to 60 meters. So we have taken the 60 by W is 1.5 kg into L, length of the conductor is 500. So from this we have to find the value of x1, that is 250 minus 500 by 2 is equal to 250 minus 600 by 60 into 1.5 into 500. So 2 zeros cancel. So we get the value of 128. So 250 minus 128 is equal to 122 meters. Similarly, the distance from B to lowest point O, that is x2 is equal to L by 2 plus TH by WL. So another formula for x2 is, so x1 plus x2 is equal to L. So already we know the value of x1 and the value of L. So directly we have to find the value of x2, that is L minus x1. The another formula for x2 also, it is x2 is equal to L by 2 plus TH by W into L. It is equal to approximately 378 meters. That is equal to x2 is equal to L is 300, L is 500 minus x1 is 122, that is 378 meters. So from these two, both the formulas we get the same value, that is 378. But x2 is equal to L by 2 plus TH by WL, or x2 is equal to L minus x1. So both the formulas we get the value of x2, that is same, that is 378 meters. So first we have to find the value of s1. So s1, that is s1 is equal to w into x1 square by 8t, right? So w is nothing but 1.5, and x1 is equal to 122 whole square by 8 into 1600. 1.5 into 120 whole square by 2 into 1600 is 6.97 meters. S1 is equal to. Similarly, S2 is equal to W into X substituted by 80. So in some textbooks they have taken S1 is equal to double x square by 2t or double x square by 8t. So S1 is equal to double x square by 8t is the correct, right? So similarly S2 is equal to double x square by 8t. The minimum clearance is 30 meters minus S1 sag, that is 6.97 meters, that is 23.03 meters. Sag at B is S2 is equal to H plus S1, that is the height of the tower is 60 plus S1 is nothing but 6.97, so 66.97 meters. Directly they are taken. Sag at B is S2 is equal to H plus, or we have to find the value directly. S2 is equal to W2 square by 80, that is 1.5 into 378 whole square by 8 into 1600. So directly we get the value of S2. So from S2 is directly we have taken, that is 66.97 meters. So distance between midpoint of river and lowest point of the conductor is 250 minus 122, it is 128 meters. This is 250 minus 128 meters. So sag at midpoint S3 is equal to 128 into 66.97 sag at B point by x2, that is 378, that is 22.68 meters. And the next clearance of the mid of river is, that is 23.03 meters minimum clearance plus sag at midpoint S3, that is 22.68 meters. That 22 plus 23, that is approximately 45.71 meters. So in this case we have to find the values of both x1 x2 and s1 s2. Next problem. A transmission line has a transmission line has a span of 225 meters. Span means length of the conductor. Span of 225 meters and weight of 7.5 kg per 100 meters. 7.5 kg per 100 meters. So 7.5 kg per meters. The line conductor has a cross-sectional area of 3.1 square centimeter. 3.1 square centimeter and ultimate breaking strength of 1250 kg per square centimeter. Ultimate breaking strength of 1250 kg per square centimeter. The line is covered with ice and its weight. So here the problem is effect of wind and ice. Here the line is covered with ice and its weight, and its weight is 1 kg per meter. If load due to wind pressure is 1.4 kg per meter, if the load due to wind pressure is 1.4 kg per meter, calculate maximum sag and vertical sag. Vertical sag means cos theta. right? And maximum sag and vertical sag. Take a safety factor is 3. A transmission line has a span of 20 to 25 meters and the weight of the conductor is 7.5 kg per meter. The line conductor has a cross section area of 3.7 square meter and the ultimate braking strength of ultimate braking strength of 1250 kg per square centimeter. The line is covered with an ice and its weight is 1 kg per meter. If load due to wind pressure is 1.5 kg per meter, if the load due to wind pressure is 1.4 kg per meter, calculate the maximum sag and vertical sag. Take safety factor as 3. Take a safety factor as 3. So first, what is the given data is given data, right? The span of length of transmission line is L is equal to 225 meters and the weight of the conductor is W is equal to 7.5 kg per meter. So actually the weight of the conductor is always centimeter, that is 0.75 kg per centimeter, and the cross sectional area is 3.1 square centimeter. And the ultimate braking strength is 1250 kg per square centimeter. So all the units are in square centimeter, so that's why the weight of the conductor is converted into square centimeter, that is 7.5 kg per meter is converted into square centimeter, 0.75 kg per centimeter, and the cross section area is 3.1 square centimeter, and the ultimate braking strength is 1250 kg per square centimeter. And weight of the ice coating Wi is equal to 1 kg per meter, and the weight of the wind pressure is Ww is equal to 1.4 kg per meter, right? And safety factor is 3. Safety factor is equal to 3. So first we have to find the tension, that is permeable tension, factor of safety, ultimate strength by safety factor. Permeable tension is equal to ultimate stress by maximum tension, permeable tension. So we have to find the value of permeable tension, that is equal to ultimate stress by safety factor. So ultimate stress is nothing but ultimate braking strength into area, cross sectional area. So permissible ultimate braking strength is equal to 1250 square ultimate braking strength into cross sectional area of the conductor. So we get the value of 3875 kgs. So the permissible tension T is equal to ultimate stress by safety factor. What is ultimate stress is equal to permissible braking strength into cross section area, that is 3875 kgs per safety factor is 3. So approximately that is 1291.66 kg. and the total weight of the conductor is, so already we have the formula for effect of wind and ice. Total weight of the conductor is Wt is equal to square root of W plus Wi whole square plus Ww whole square. So W plus Wi, W actual weight of the conductor plus Wi means weight of the ice plus Ww is weight of the wind. So that is equal to weight of the conductor is 0.75 kg per centimeters plus weight of the ice is 1 kg per square centimeter, 1 kg per centimeter plus weight of the wind is 1.4 kg per meter. So under root of 0.75 plus 1 whole square plus 1.4 whole square, that is total weight of the conductor is, that is 2.241 kg per meter, 2.241 kg per meter. So up to now we have to find the value of total weight of the conductor, that is 2.241. So we have to find the value of vertical sag and horizontal sag. So before that we have to find the value of sag, that is sag is equal to WL square by 80. So S is equal to, W means total weight of the conductor, that is 2.241 into length of the conductor is 225 whole square by 8 into permissible tension, that is 1291.66, 1291.66. That is total weight of the conductor is 2.241 into length of the conductor is 225. So already the given the span of the transmission line has a span of 225 meters, that length of the conductor is 225 meters by 8 into T. Permissible tension is ultimate strength by safety factor. Ultimate strength is nothing but ultimate braking strength into cross section area, that is 3875 into by 3, that is equal to 91.6. So we have to find the value of sag, that is equal to 11 meters. Sag is 11 meters. So vertical sag is, that is S into cos theta, S into cos theta. So actually cos theta, we have the value of theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse of weight of the wind by weight of actual weight plus weight of the ice. So theta is equal to tan inverse of WW by W plus WI. So already we are derivation, we have read this problem, that is equal theta is equal to tan inverse of WW is 1.4 by W plus. So we have to find the value of vertical sag, that is S into cos theta. First we have to find the value of theta. Theta is equal to nothing but tan inverse of WW by W plus WI, that is equal to theta is equal to tan inverse of 1.4 by W is nothing but 0.75 plus WI is 1. So we have to find the value of theta, 38.66 degrees. So substitute the vertical sag. Vertical sag is S into cos of 38.66. So S is nothing but 11 into cos of 38.66. So we get the value of 8.58 meters. 8.58 meters. So calculate the maximum sag. Maximum sag is approximately, it is 11 meters and vertical sag is S into cos theta, that is 8.58 meters. So now we are discussing about different problems on sag. That is, for first problem is supports are at same level, and second problem also supports are same level, but next problem is the different heights, right? So different heights means distance from A to point O is x1. We have to find the value of x1 and x2, and next weight of the wind and weight of the ice. So in this class we are discussing different types of problems. So we have another 2-3 problems, so we have to do homework, right? So problems are different problems, right? An overhead line is supported on two poles 180 meter apart with a difference in level of 10 meters. The conductor has a diameter of 2 centimeter and the weight of this 2.4 kg per meter. The line is subjected to a wind pressure of 40 kg per square meter. Of projected area, calculate the sag with respect to lower support if the maximum tensile strength of the conductor is 3600 kg per square centimeter. The factor of safety is 3.5. So in this problem, the overall and the two poles, so the length of this span is 180 meters with a difference of 10 meters, right? Conductor has a diameter of 2 centimeter and the weight of the conductor is 2.4 kg per meter. So wind pressure is 40 kg per centimeter. So we have to find the value of sag with respect to lower support. The maximum tensile strength and conductor is safety factor is given. Safety factor is, we have to find the value of diameter is given. We have to find the value of area. So from area we have to find the value of maximum strength, permissible strength, that is equal to ultimate stress by factor of stress. Ultimate stress is nothing but maximum tensile strength into area. Area is not given, diameter is given. From the diameter we have to find the value of area, pi by 4 d square. So we get the value of ultimate strength. From that we have to calculate the sag. Okay. So next problem is, a transmission line has a span of 150 meter between level supports. The line conductor has a cross-sectional area of 1.25 square centimeters and its weight is 100 kg per meter. The breaking stress of the copper conductor is 4220 kg per square centimeter. Calculate the maximum sag for a safety factor of 4. Assume a maximum wind pressure of 100 kg per square meter of projected surface. So in this problem, the transmission line has span of 150 meters. So the length of the conductor is 150 meters. The line conductor has a cross section area of 1.25 square centimeter and weight is 100 kg per meter, 100 kg per 100 meters. So the breaking stress of the conductor is 4220 and calculate the maximum sag. Here also same problem. Safety factor is given. Maximum wind pressure also is given. So first we have to find the value of permissible strength. Permissible strength is equal to breaking stress, ultimate stress or maximum stress by safety factor. Ultimate stress is nothing but breaking stress into cross sectional area, that is 4220 into cross sectional area is 1.25 divided by safety factor 4. So we get the value of tension T, permissible tension. From that we have to find the value of sag. So next problem is, an overhead line at a river crossing is supported from two towers at heights of 50 meters and 100 meters. Here the problem is different levels, heights are not equal. So above water level, the horizontal distance between the towers is 367 meters. So the maximum tension is 1930 kg and watts per meter and the run is 0.7 kg. Find the clearance between the conductor and the water point midway between the towers. So in this case we have to find the value of x1, x2. x1 is equal to L by 2 minus TH by WL and x2 is L by 2 plus TH by WL. From that we have to find the value of S1 and S2. S1 is equal to W into x square by 8T. Similarly S2. So from that I have to find the value of clearance between the conductors. So these are the example problems. So you have to practice with the more problems. So in examination, so these problems are very important in your diploma. So more number of problems we have to practice. So in textbook also there is lot of number of problems are there, exercise problems. There are number of, so approximately there is 9 problems are there in textbook. So you have to practice all the problems. Okay, so all the problems are like the same things, same problem, right? Based on 3. One is directly problem sag and the different heights, and another one is effect of wind and ice. So in this class we are discussing about different problems and sag. So you have to practice the more number of problems. Okay, right, thank you.